Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and I'm going to talk about, at the time of posting this, the two most current and arguably the two most popular drones on the market today. So here you have the Phantom 4 Pro, and on this side you have the Mavic Pro. Now they're two very different yet similar drones. The Phantom 4 Pro is the latest version at the time of posting this video of the proven and reliable and ultra popular DJI Phantom platform. Now it brings some newness to the table. It's the first time for the Phantom. It's got, not only does it have obstacle avoidance on the front, but you'll notice on the side, and then also back here. So you know, a step forward from the previous Phantom 4 version that had obstacle avoidance on the front-facing obstacle avoidance only. Also with the Phantom 4 Pro, we got a new camera. This camera is capable of 4K 60 frames per second. Talk about incredible. Look at how small that camera is. Like the Phantom 4, we've got the ultra clean and internalized gimbal assembly on the bottom. That's something that you know, that we first saw with the Phantom 4. And then, unlike the Phantom 4, we now have vents on the arms. I'm assuming those may be for temperature regulation, but you know, I'm not exactly sure. And like the Phantom 4, we also have on the arms here, and I think these will probably pop out. Yeah, those pop out. So if you want to attach the quick disconnect prop guards, you know, it's got that capability like the Phantom 4 did as well. I used to fly with prop guards all the time with my Phantoms, and I still do if I'm landing on an unstable surface such as a small boat where it may topple over after landing and potentially break a prop. But that's a nice convenience, having the ability to easily attach quick disconnect prop guards. Now looking over here at the Mavic Pro, we've got something, you know, game changing. We've got a drone the size, I mean, this is an iPhone 6s Plus, to put it into perspective. An iPhone 6s Plus, that's a big iPhone, but it's still tiny. Look at how tiny that drone is. So the propellers, they fold up like this, but when it's, you know, when the motors are running, they'll extend. You know, something different than the Phantom 4 Pro propellers. I don't have the propellers on there, but you know what they look like. You've seen the Phantom for a while. Now to expand this, let's see. You do your top ones first, so it goes out. This goes out, and then the bottom arms, they fold down like so. This right here, in case you're wondering, that's a little protective piece for the protective cover for the camera. There's your Mavic Pro 4K camera right there. Now it tops out at 4K 30, 4K 30, so you know, you're not getting the topping out at 4K 60 like you do with the Phantom 4 Pro. Very nice build quality, just like the Phantom 4 and the Phantom 4 Pro. Very, you can feel the quality. You really can. The Mavic itself, you know, obviously the battery right here is on the top, so it just pops out. Not too big, not too heavy. And I don't have the battery in the Phantom 4 Pro right now. It's charging. But so you can just put this little protective piece back on when you're transporting your Mavic Pro, and it may better prevent the camera guard from becoming scratched. This is a very low profile. You know, as you can see here, when this thing lands, there's not a lot of clearance between the ground, which is represented by this area right here, and the camera. Not that that's a problem, but it's something to be aware of if you're on the fence and trying to trying to determine which of these drones you want to buy. You know, the smaller travel size and smaller travel weight's nice, but I guess you would say the camera being a little bit further from the ground on the Phantom 4 Pro can be an advantage. Also, the slightly heavier build of the Phantom 4 Pro may enable it to handle better in windier conditions. You know, so there's a lot of things you may want to take into consideration, and ultimately, do you need 4K 60 frames per second, or is 4K 30 fine? Also, the Mavic Pro, the camera, when you film with it, may appear to be a little bit more cropped than the camera on a Phantom 4 Pro or Phantom 4. So, you know, just some things to take into consideration. I mean, ultimately, these things are very similarly priced. I mean, obviously, the Phantom 4 Pro is likely, and prices fluctuate, I never quote prices, but it's likely a few $100s more. But if you're getting something, you know, ask yourself what your intended purpose is, and is portability more important, or is top of the line video quality most important? So that's something I would take into consideration. So yeah, these are the two drones side by side, and then also let me pull out the controllers here. So the controller for the Mavic, and it kind of looks funky. I've still got the little protective piece on it. I didn't take it off until I get a screen protector. But you can see this pops out. You put your device in here. What's really convenient about the Mavic Pro is that I've already got it set up with my iOS connector, but it comes with some other cables too if you're not using an iPod Touch or an iPhone or an iPad. The antennas pop up. Feels very nice. It feels like to me it feels like a PlayStation controller. Very well made, very ergonomic, and then obviously for transport, you know, that folds back up. So got that, and then you've got your with your Phantom 4 Pro, you got this, and obviously you're probably familiar with it. I mean, I would say this feels pretty much identical to the Phantom 4 controller, which I like. So with that being said, it is significantly larger. And it begs the question, why doesn't, and maybe they will DJI create a controller the size of the Mavic for the Phantom 4 Pro in the future? Because it would just be a little bit more convenient to travel with. I mean, the Phantom 4 Pro is obviously larger, but if you could travel with a controller this size versus this size, it would seem to be a lot more convenient. So, you know, just some food for thought there. But yeah, I mean, both, you know, the grip on the side, I mean, in my opinion, a very well-made controller. Feels good in the hands. But with that being said, I still like the smaller feel and the more video game-esque feel, video game controller-esque feel of the Mavic Pro controller. So I mean, it's, you know, ultimately it's a matter of personal preference, but you know, dealing with a drone that's from DJI, it's easy to go in with a somewhat high degree of confidence, knowing that it's likely going to be a great drone. Granted, the Mavic Pro being a new design, it hasn't been out. The Phantom 4 started with Phantom 1. They had Phantom 1, Phantom 2, Phantom 2 Vision Plus, Phantom 3, Phantom 4, and now Phantom 4 Pro. So it's a design that's been tested a lot more, just because of the number of models that they've already created. This is the first of its design. So is it going to perform well? Will it hold up well? You know, the motors on it are a little bit significantly smaller than the Phantom 4 motors. So that's something, will they be able to continue to perform? I mean, which of these drones will have the longest lifespan? I mean, those are things that people may want to take into consideration. So yeah, I just wanted to do them side by side. Check the link within this video's description. You can find where to order both of these drones online, as well as the accessories, the case, and so much more. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.